The following broadcast of Pony Sports on VAT TV is supported by Joseph's Restaurant.
3, 2, 1.
Touchdown, Stillwater! Touchdown!
Look out. Beautiful! And one! It alone to score!
From the St. Croix Valley Rec Center, the Stillwater Ponies, the White Bear Lake Bears, in a big Suburban East Conference and Section 4 AA showdown. Alongside Don Ackerman, my name is Ted LaRue. Don, this is a huge game, no doubt about it, here tonight between the Bears and the Ponies. Now, the last time these two teams met up, as we're going to see some video here from that game, the Ponies were ahead 3-1 with less than 90 seconds to go, as you see here now on the video. That came courtesy of the Horn, but White Bear Lake scored two, and then the game-winning goal in overtime. You got to think that's going to be on the minds of the Ponies here tonight.
Definitely, and you got something that both coaches can use. You can either not let up or don't give up.
Yeah.
You have both options there.
And we'll see. And definitely, I think, coaches and everybody tried to, that was last time, or if it was last year, that was last year. But
it's
as a player, you know it's in the back of your head.
Know it.
That overtime goal. We'll take a look at the Section 4 AA standings here in just a little bit and see how that affects what we're about to see here tonight. Here in Section 4 AA right there. White Bear Lake currently, according to the QRF, sits at number 1, 15-4-1. But if Stillwater can get that win here tonight, that could definitely shake things up in Section 4 AA. We are underway and skating from the St. Croix Valley Rec Center. White Bear Lake with an early shot at something, but the puck is turned over. Here come the Ponies back the other way, offensive zone. It went through the legs of Steffen, and that one nearly snuck through. That one got in, and the Ponies are on the board.
Wow.
Ronnie Donar.
He's so shy. You just see him put his arms out and just celebrate that with the fans here. That's amazing. So that mistake does matter, that slow motion trickle.
And you saw that one went right through the wickets of Steffens. And now here come the Ponies back the other way across the line. As batted, into the air by Ethan Mortkey of White Bear Lake. And the puck is just thrown in deep. Nice hit along the wall. Ponies try to keep it in, and you heard the energy from the crowd after that one. There's a lot of hitting going on. Energy in the building, especially after that first opening goal. Big open ice hit in the neutral zone. Bears have it in their own end, looking to go long. But it's taken by the Ponies back in their own zone.
Yeah, you go from the low of the puck getting just by the goal post into a shot into an open wide net on the side. That's an emotional ride right there.
Puck was cleared out of the zone. And we gotta get our bearings about us after that early goal. Here comes Dario across the line. Feeds it off at the circle. Drifts in. White Bear Lake takes possession. Here's Zach Kuvaya across the blue line. Centering pass to nobody. And there's Sam Verkerke to get it in the corner for the Bears. Shot from the circle. That one got deflected. And it comes out into the corner. Pass up to the point. There's a wrist shot blocker saved by Bees. Out to the corner. Now up top. This is Joe Montgomery. A shot steered aside and out of play. Well, I don't think you could have drawn up a better start.
No.
For the Ponies. Ronnie Donar gets onto the scoring sheet.
That's his second goal of the year.
And he's got 13 assists.
He does. He'll help you out. Looks like he'll grab some for himself, too.
And we've called his name a bunch in the games that we've done. He's always around the puck, always around the play. And this time, paying off with the goal here early in this matchup.
Yeah, and he almost went Rio de Janeiro after he scored. That was so amazing. Ooh.
Nice save by Steffens.
Sweetwindle scored 2. He has 10 goals and 9 assists on the year.
Now, you saw the section standings. Now, this has been, we'll talk about it more as we get into this broadcast, is White Bear Lake at one time this season was the #1 team in the state. And a week later, it was actually probably less than a week, they ended up losing to Irondale, and which will probably be the biggest upset in Minnesota hockey this season. But White Bear Lake returns a lot of the forwards from last year, a lot of similar names: Verkerke, Newpower, Hofeld, Linton Road.
I heard some of the fans talking about how many seniors are on this White Bear club.
Senior-laden team that won the section, made it to the state tournament last season. Looking to get back there again, but obviously Hill Murray and, of course, the Stillwater team is going to be standing in their way. Ponies with an offensive zone faceoff. It's Ryan Roski. Off the tie-up. Noah Tussey has it on the forehand. A lot of traffic tied to Cito, battling down there with Sam Newpower. And now Newpower just flips it in deep. Comes out to the corner. Ponies have it in behind the net. Good puck handling here by Evan Murr as he brings it outside the zone across the line. Murr. White Bear Lake gains possession. Ethan Morkey pass a little bit behind Billy Rose. Both teams fighting for possession in the Stillwater zone. There's a shot off the turnover. Knocked away. Morkey had a shot at it. Up to the point. There's a wrist shot, and nice eye in it. Logan Bees.
It looks like they're just going to shoot straight at him. Bees is pretty good. I might not recommend that. But you're talking about the seniors. You've got 12 seniors on this team. You have 14 juniors. And the starting, one of their juniors is a starter, Late Road, who, by the way, just leads the team in goals. 19 goals and 23 assists, and he's a junior, so he'll be back next year. So White Bear probably is positioned for a decent club next year as well.
Yeah, Leighton Road was a big part of their team last season as a sophomore. The Bears trying to set something up, but Ponies have the coverage deep inside the zone. Gunnar Ahrens and Cade Katoyak pushing each other around. The shot back in deep.
Yeah, we've seen Stillwater enough to know that they like to be physical. White Bear doesn't look like they mind it themselves, so I think both teams are playing to the way they want to play tonight.
Yeah, when these two teams get together, 2 of their last 3 meetings have gone to overtime. It was an overtime winner at the rec center here last season that put the Bears over the top to beat the Ponies. It's backhanded in deep from Joe Montgomery. Ponies will play it. And Don, the Ponies have done a very good job here so far defending White Bear Lake. Not a lot of good chances for the Bears.
Right, yeah, like I said earlier, most of the shots were straight on Bees. He can tackle those pretty well.
That hit drew a reaction from some of the Pony faithful.
Yeah.
Nothing doing there. Here's Grant Hofeld across the line. Hofeld into the slot.
Ooh.
Bees only got a part of it. And the Ponies take possession.
If Schauer could get a piece of that one, he had himself a net option.
Here's Dario in the corner. Fighting for it. Comes out to Manning. Manning, the shot. Blockers save. And here come the Bears. They'll carry out. 3 Ponies back there. Only 1 Bear attacker. And that's going to favor the red and black every time.
Yeah, Bees probably could have dropped that, but he didn't want to take the chance. He trusts his team to take the face off rather than risk anything. Oh, good shot of the bench there, Coach.
Yep. We are live tonight on Xfinity Channel 15 locally, and of course streaming online at our website, vattv.org. as well as our YouTube and Facebook page. We are
comment, like, and share.
Live tonight. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, Let us know where you're watching from. Hey, who you're cheering for, because we know there's a lot of fans from White Bear Nation that might be tuning this one in.
Yeah, what do you know, a section preview almost?
Yeah. Right now, you saw it on the graphic, these are 1 and 3 seeds, but if Stillwater can pull out a victory here tonight, that could bump White Bear down to the 2 as this one is chipped into the bench.
Well, I mean, it's interesting as they're making a run toward the sections. In the last 6 games, Stillwater's 4-2, White Bear 3-2 in their last 5. So neither one of them making a really strong push at the end.
You mentioned that. White Bear Lake, one of their losses was to Eastridge, a team we saw in the middle of the section, right around 500. Not an outstanding team, although improving as a program. And Stillwater, a 4-3 loss the other night against Park of Cottage Grove. And this one is played ahead. Here's Tussey, centering pass. Rusky didn't get there in time. Comes out to Tussey.
I mean, Tussey has 17 goals and 18 assists, so he's willing to help.
Up to the point. Good D-to-D pass. There's a shot on it. Went wide. Bumped up into the air.
I see numbers like that, and I think a scoring opportunist. He's going to take advantage of what they're going to give you.
Down low, here's Ryan Rusky.
Cycle it.
Top.
Ooh.
Good move. There's a shot, and Stefan saw it the whole way.
Yeah, he watched that go right into the glove. Probably not going to beat him with that one.
As you take a look at Ty Tocito, the freshman on this Stillwater team, he's been a lot of fun to cover here in year 1. 6 goals, 14 assists, 20 points.
He's their third leading assister.
I mean, as a freshman, I mean, the sheer size of this kid, 6'3" as a freshman, 177. He's only going to grow and get better, his talent and his size. Puck in behind the net. It's taken by Rode, turnover. Ponies have it in behind the net. There's a hit. Big drive, steered aside, popped up into the air. Ooh. Picked up by Dario. Up to the top. Now down low. Ricochet.
Looking for somebody.
That was Keegan O'Brien down there for the Ponies.
O'Brien was looking for somebody to make a move, make a break.
Stillwater keeps it in as they'll continue to forecheck here.
Nice.
Good chance. Oh, centering pass went right in front of Mike Sweetland. Now the Bears will carry out. Here comes Rode. This is a 2-on-4. Yet White Bear Lake gets a really good shot. Nothing doing.
No, I think Sweetland had a better opportunity than that. He gets that in the net, and he'll pass his teammate Ryan Roski for third on the team in goals. That was the kind of pass that you really like to see because it takes the goalie out of position and gives them a nice net to shoot at. Stillwater with the lead, some beautiful opportunities.
Here come the Stillwater Ponies back the other way. Sweetland just dumps it in. Bears trying to get things set up. Sweetland turns and fires. That one took a bad bounce.
Yeah, ricocheted off the skate right to the middle.
Now, although the scoreboard reads 7 shots on net for both teams, it definitely feels like Stillwater's dominating the play.
Yeah, not just that, but I like the quality of Stillwater's chances. I think most of...
Defenders back there for the Ponies. Knocked down. New power now in behind the net. Comes out to the corner. There's a shot back down to the other end.
Gonna clear it.
For an icing call. Yeah, White Bear hasn't had great chances thus far. Very early in this game. Joe Stengel will take a seat on the Stillwater bench. Last time we were on the air, Don, Joe Stengel, of course, had a great game with those 2 goals consecutively against Matamidi when they were down 2-0 to tie it up.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Shot back in, picked up. Evan Murr back there for the Ponies. White Bears, centering pass went through the wickets of New Power. Oh, that's good defense, forcing the turnover. Good move to get free. Rusky went down. Picked up by Billy Rose. Rose gains the blue line. Billy trying to deke to get free. Centering pass, nobody home for White Bear Lake.
Yeah, that last break wasn't like a real quality break. Almost felt like a killing a power play type of break.
Yep. Now the Ponies will try to set up an attack in their own zone. And it's just fed ahead. Trying to advance the puck into the offensive zone, but the Bears will have none of that as New Power will shoot it off. We're going to get a 5-for-5 change for White Bear Lake.
Fresh blood.
Here come the Ponies across the line. It's a shot back in. Nice hit. Both teams finishing their checks very well here this evening.
Yeah, I'm not sure a dump and chase is really going to get you much tonight.
Yep. Here come the Ponies across the line. Good defense. That was Verkerke. Ponies looking to string a couple of passes to set something up. And ever since that goal, White Bear Lake has done a pretty good job defensively, halting any more big Stillwater chances. Here comes Brady O'Brien across the line, popped up into the air and a whistle.
Yeah, that hit the net and came down.
6:36 left first period.
Been about 10 minutes since our last goal. Let's go. We know these teams can score.
That we do. Both teams averaging over 4 goals per game on the season. Face-off is going to be controlled by the Bears. Up top, D-to-D pass. Got it back. There's a wrist shot on it. Good job knocking it down. Keegan O'Brien putting his body on the line, making the play.
Yeah, and for Stillwater, 4 is a magic number. Their last 3 games, the winning team has had 4 goals.
Yeah, usually if you score 4 or more in high school hockey, that's enough to win you a game here. Here's Fratelloni across the line. Centering pass. A little bit too strong. I can't help but wonder that a Fratelloni on the White Bear Lake team might be related to the owners of Fratelloni's Ace Hardware, my hardware store of choice as a resident of the White Bear Lake area.
Unofficial sponsor.
I'm sure they don't mind.
No, I'm sure they don't. And if you know if that's true or not, feel free to comment on the broadcast and let us know.
They're across the line. This dumped back in. Sweetland and Koditek
Fighting.
both went down.
Sweetland knocked his stick loose as a extra measure.
Oh, good centering pass. Stengel couldn't pull the trigger.
Man,
And we're going to get a penalty.
I think Sweetland was pulled down.
Joe Stengel had a great shot at it. It's probably going to be on the Bears here. It's just over 5 minutes to go. Otherwise, that was a really good chance.
Yes, sir, that was a great opportunity. Again, Stillwater putting the pressure on with the better opportunities.
Face-off is controlled here by the Bears. In the corner, it's just shot back out. Ponies on the power play as it is going to, let's see what they can do here with the man advantage. Stillwater 29% on the power play here this year. Here comes Tussie across the line. A lot of speed. Puts on the brakes, up top to Manning. Tocito back to Joe Manning. Tecido down low. Great chance for Stillwater. Tecido up top. Manning to Tecido.
I think they're trying to find the right opportunity with Dario, who's sliding through the middle.
Yeah, Stillwater keeping things, or I should say White Bear Lake keeping things on that side of the ice. You heard us call Tecido and Manning's name a lot there on that sequence. Ponies will just dump it in. A minute left on the power play. Joe Stengel is there for Stillwater. Comes out to Murr. Murr.
Nice idea.
Trying to feed it towards the slot. Popped up into the air. At the circle. Out to Murr. 40 seconds left on the man advantage for the Ponies. Murr. Here's Mike Sweetland. Sweetland bouncing puck. That was dangerous. Joe Stengel was right there on the backside post.
Yeah, Stengel's hanging out by the mailbox waiting to grab a package.
20 seconds left in the power play. Ponies gain the line. Wrist shot. Knocked down by Verkerke.
Good D.
And it's shot back the other way. White Bear Lake's penalty kill, 84% on the season, and they will likely increase that percentage as the final seconds will tick off of this power play.
Yeah, and the shots on goal haven't changed much since you last mentioned it. 8-7 Stillwater advantage.
Pass a little bit too strong for Tussey. The Bears gain the blue line. 3-on-3. There's a shot. Easy save by Bees. Bears keep it in. Ponies looking to chip it out. Well, Tussey was right there in the center. Tecido couldn't quite get it to him in time. Billy Rose will retreat back to his own zone. Ethan Morkey had it.
Nice pass.
Fed ahead by Leighton Road.
But the Pony D is too stout.
And shot back. 8-8 now in the shots on goal tally.
Yeah, and that last one, the red and white pads of Bees are like a stop sign.
Yep.
Just laying down, nothing coming through. Standing room only over by the glass.
That's a great thing about this section is it seems like in any given year, any one of these three teams can win. Stillwater, White Bear Lake, Hill Murray, and anytime regular season or playoffs they get together, it's always a fantastic game.
Yeah, I feel pretty fortunate to be here. Thanks, Ted. It's fun to watch some good hockey.
For providing the best color commentary around. Paint in the picture. That is Pony Sports.
The best in the building.
Yep.
Maybe.
In behind, Bears. Well, Stillwater shoots it back into Sweetland. He looked for the center, wasn't there.
We know Stillwater likes to pass, and you can kind of see that they're looking to set somebody up there.
And here comes Verkerke back the other way. Just dumped in by Kuyava. Under 2 minutes left in the first period. Across the line, Stengel had it taken away by Tristan Johnson. And here come the Ponies. Ever since that first goal, it's just been a lot of back and forth, dumping, chasing, not a lot of shots.
I mean, at this point, it looks like it's going to take some kind of turnover or missed opportunity or to turn something into a goal.
Centering pass wasn't there. Ponies defending the slot well. Keegan O'Brien back there for the Ponies. A minute to go in the first period.
I mean, these teams are matched up really well. It looks tight out there.
That's why you got to play so disciplined in a game like this. One bounce of the puck, and we saw it early in that game where the puck just went through the legs of Steffens and then it led to a goal. I mean, right now, a little play like that is the difference in this hockey game.
Yeah, if you're going to beat Steffens or Bees, I mean, it'd have to be a mistake by them. Otherwise, you're going to have to really create a great opportunity. The defenses are too strong and the goalies are too good.
Here's Dario in behind the net. Up to Murr. Here's Evan Murr at the circle. 10 seconds left.
Cody Tech without his stick, had to play D.
It's the final seconds. We'll tick off this clock. As Manning has it, well, Stillwater got a goal early in the period, and they're going to carry that into the intermission. A 1-0 lead for the Ponies. Things looking good for the Red and Black. First intermission report coming up right after this on VAC TV.
Everybody says, wow, this is different, this is nice. We want to reciprocate. We want to say, hey, thanks for eating here, thanks for supporting us, we're supporting you. So if the hospital does an event, we want to be part of it. If the chamber does an event, we want to be part of it. If the school's doing an event, we want to be part of it. We want to help with that because of our success, because of you.
Let me tell you about the toughest guy on earth. He does the work of 2 jobs, but only gets paid for one. He's tough enough to feed the man that gave him a lifetime of nourishment. He has the crazy strength to lift the man that raised him up without even flinching. That's right. No employee of the month bonus check here. This guy, no, this warrior, will always be by his father's side, even if his dad will hardly remember. Good luck finding a gym to train for that. If this guy isn't the toughest guy on the planet, then I don't know who is. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
Mr. Dennis McDonough.
Two more times. Come on. It's gonna collect in some kind of a basin up here.
It is just an unbelievable experience and advantage that we're giving to kids.
Back at the St. Croix Valley Rec Center, Ted LaRue alongside Don Eckerman. And under the first period, Stillwater with a 1-0 lead. And pretty good first period. Obviously getting on the board right away. Such a big advantage right now. That's the difference in this hockey game. What else is Stillwater doing well right now?
Huge opportunity. I think we've seen Stillwater have better chances. Better passing. White Bear shooting more directly onto Bees, which I don't think is going to be very successful. You're going to have to get a redirection. You're going to have to get some good passing, get him out of position. Stillwater doing a better job of getting opportunities around Steffens.
Exactly. And what about the other side of the puck? What about White Bear Lake right now? Because we know they got great players.
Yes.
We know they can score. Why isn't it happening quite for them right now?
I mean, I don't know. I don't see them like really trying to sharpshoot, you know. Yeah. I think they're playing their physical game. I think they kind of want to overpower Stillwater, but Stillwater likes that physical game. We've seen them play that physical game with speedier teams. So two teams that like it physical, I think this is going to be a fun second and third period to watch.
I know, and I think this period is all going to be about adjustments because if you take that one goal off the board, I mean, this has been a pretty even game.
Yep.
Both defenses are locking the other offenses down.
Yeah, you're not seeing a lot of opportunities, really. Yeah. I mean, you're seeing here and there. Like I said, Stillwater's getting the better of that. Yeah. But maybe White Bear just needs to figure out their spacing better or whatever they're doing, change it up a little bit to make a difference. I think you got a pretty good coach with Stillwater. Yep. So, you know, that's something to ponder.
Yeah, we'll see if Greg Zanon can get this going in the right direction. Stillwater 1-0. At the end of one here, Ponies and Bears. Now remember, girls hockey playoffs is coming up. We're going to have coverage of that. Going to have some highlights of that. Really excited for them. They're the number 2 seed in their section.
They've had a great year. I'd love to see it end well for them.
Behind only Hill Murray. And we were for that one early this season at Aldrich Arena between the Pioneers and the Ponies. Now, a lot has changed since then when you play someone in November and then when you play someone in February. Things are going to be a lot different, but what do you think they got to do to be able to make a run and win the section and get to state?
I mean, I'm not really sure, to be honest. I mean, you really just got to play your game. It's really that simple. You look at what you have and you look at what you're good at and just try to execute that well.
And we'll see if that can happen. But for this boys hockey team, right now they're in a pretty good duel with White Bear Lake. What do they got to do to get on the board again?
You're just going to have to try to figure out how you get that turnover. I mean, we haven't seen a lot of penalties, and maybe if you can gather one of those, you can put together a power play, but I think Stillwater's shown the advantage. I think Sweetland could have had a goal or two really easily. So I think if you're able to connect on one of those, that'll be the difference.
Yeah, we'll see if that can happen. Now, remember, we've got plenty more boys hockey coverage coming up February 11th. St. Thomas Academy will come here to the St. Croix Valley Rec Center February 15th. Holy Family comes here to Stillwater. So a lot more games, a lot more big games, a lot more can be done in terms of that section seating. You ready for period number 2?
I am. I'm ready for sections. I'm ready for state. Let's go.
All right, we'll be back right after this. The second period is right around the corner.
In our country, for 100 years, veterans have been impacting our nation through the American Legion, and we believe it makes a difference. If you believe, learn more at legion.org/webelieve.
Ready, ready! Say hi!
Observe a domesticated human family in their natural habitat, known to their species as the backyard.
Hey, you think I should light it now?
I think it's good.
Yeah?
Oh dear, someone is about to burn a pile of debris that's too tall, which can start a wildfire. Wait, could it be? Blimey, it is.
It's Smokey.
It's Smokey Bear. What a legend.
Hey, it's Smokey. Sorry, it was too high. Right.
Watch as he astutely ensures that there's no wind, and how he removes some of the debris to create a smaller, safer burning pile.
No, you said make it bigger, baby. The bigger, the better.
Take note of our fearless furry friend here, humans.
I appreciate it. Fist bump.
Watching you.
Smokey's done it again.
Bye, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
You think getting dumped by text is harsh? Try getting dumped by a tennis ball. My ex-owner drove me out to the woods, yelled fetch, and by the time I brought the ball back, he was gone. But the folks at the shelter helped me let go of my anger. I learned coping skills, like taking it to the hole. Boom! Now I'm ready to fetch again.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Dora knows better than anyone. The best place to explore is the forest.
Boots! She knows this monkey? Of course she knows this monkey.
Experience nature.
Let's go.
Connect with family.
I love you guys.
And find your own adventure in a forest or park near you.
Let's do this. Come on, Boots.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest or park near you.
Back at the St. Croix Valley Rec Center as the teams warming up for the second period. Ponies and Bears. 1-0 lead for Stillwater after one. Second period here upcoming. Ted LaRue alongside Don Ackerman.
I mean, this is what hockey's all about. Two teams being physical, trying to figure out how to exploit one another, looking for a break. Got a nice huddle going on for White Bear. They're looking to rally from a one-goal deficit.
And you got to think this is going to, I mean, the way these two teams play each other, you got to think this is going to come down to the final minutes. And for Stillwater, I think you know that, and you want to pad that lead. You're going to try to pad that lead and be aggressive right now, and we'll see if that indeed does happen. Well, we're underway as Joe Stengel just throws it back in the other way as the Bears will retrieve the puck back in their own zone. Turnover, centering pass, backhand saved by Steffens.
Yeah, it popped to our right, but there was no one there to grab it.
And the Bears looking to shoot it back out. And it just goes back into the zone, shot high.
Looking for the peanut butter, top shelf.
And it just cleared back the other way. Nice.
I mean, a lot of times we talk about icing and what it means to me. To me, it means you have an advantage, so you are trying to just get rid of it. All that does is create a face-off right in front of your own goalie.
Yeah, the face-off is going to be controlled here by the Ponies. They shot it wide and comes back around to Roski.
They got the rebound they kind of wanted.
Over to Tocito, center. He wasn't there. Picked up and steered aside. The Ponies have it at center. Noah Tussey playing catch, gets it to Manning. Now turnover taken by White Bear Lake, but the Ponies get it back in the form of Tommy Lindenberg. Now here come the Ponies across the line. Tussey has shot it wide. At center ice. Puck picked up. Now the Ponies have it back in their own zone. Bears playing a little catch.
I was going to say, keep an eye on the entire sheet of ice because we're having got bodies flying. These guys want to hit each other, and they are hitting each other.
Right at center here, turnover. Picked up by Tristan Johnson. A shot And Bees made the save.
Bees took a look to see if it went out to his right, but it did not.
Another look, and a nice save there by Bees. The face-off is controlled here by the Ponies. Now the Bears have it. There's a shot, and Bees makes the save.
They're going to keep trying. I just don't think you're going to get by them very often doing that.
Face-off in the Pony zone, and it goes past the Bear defender. They pick things up. Bears at center ice. Shot back into their own zone. Popped up into the air.
Nice job gloving it down.
Yep. Oh, good deke to get free. In on net, Steffens puts the pads together. Steffens' buddies didn't like that one.
No, Lawrence put the goalie in the net.
Yep.
And the puck.
Yeah. After the whistle, much to his chagrin. Another look. In on net. And right there, a little jab after the play. One 1-0 lead for Stillwater, and this one's going to come back all the way to the Stillwater zone. It's actually going to be a penalty on the Ponies. Henry Lawrence will go to the penalty box for that extra pushing and shoving after the whistle. Up to the point. Well, now a chance for the Bears to get on the board as they have the man advantage. Cycling it around. Here's Leighton Road. Up top to Ailes. Luke Ailes back to Road. Trying to get it down low to Billy Rose. Back up to Road. Down to Rose. At the circle. Leighton Road. Back to Road. There's a shot. Saved by Bees. Bears have it, passing it around in their own zone. 1:15 left on the power play for the Bears. There's a shot, and Logan B saw it.
Yeah, that hit solid pad. You could hear it.
Yep.
I love those microphones.
Logan Bees this season, 1 shutout, 2.16 goals against average, 91% save percentage, solid numbers. His counterpart Tyler Steffens a little bit better. Oh, good pass right in the slot. Good chance by Tristan Johnson, but the Ponies quickly converged on him. At the circle, down low. And they're trying to get right into the center, and a goal! Sam Verkerke ties it up.
It was a nice sniper shot. Went just to the side of the pads. I think Bees was almost a little worried about the other white Bears that were sitting in front of him.
Great shot by Verkerke to tie this one up on the power play. Great chance and opportunity by the Bears, and they convert. And the puck shot back into the own zone, back into the White Bear Lake zone. And a 1-1 game on the power play. Across the line, Bears trying to make it 2 in a row. Ponies say not yet. Tassi, Stillwater getting pressured back in their own zone. A little bit too strong for Tassito. Picked up by Road, pass to the center. Ponies will get out of there. Road wasn't there. Here's Tassito. Good check into the boards. Long pass. And it's center, picked up by Grant Miller of Stillwater. Shot back. Possession back and forth at center ice. Picked up by the Ponies. 29, Carter Bees in the lineup. Here's 2-on-1. Back the other way. Center scores! Leighton Rowe makes it 2-1 White Bear Lake.
It's all about the juicy rebound right there.
'20th of the year for Rode.
Their leading goal scorer.
Yeah, the Bears take a 1-goal lead.
He doesn't have one already.
2-1 lead for White Bear Lake. And well, Don, we know in a close game like this and two really good teams, things can quickly change as Logan Bees will just snag this one out of the air. And now Stillwater on their heels, down 1. How do they get back into this one?
I mean, that first goal to me looked like it didn't look like a really hard shot. It just looked like it just went to the right exact location, just went just past the pads.
Yep.
On Bees on the right. I think Stillwater just has to keep playing their game, get their passing. Obviously, killing a power play is not the way to do it.
There's blocked in front. Another chance for the Bears. Puck flops to the corner. Comes all the way around to Brady O'Brien. O'Brien forehands it in. Ponies cut it off. And here comes Stillwater, 2-on-2. Back the other way. Gets it to Sweetland at the circle. That one was nothing.
Good defense. No opportunity there.
Billy Rose, a shot knocked down.
Same thing. Great defense. No shot on goal. But it did switch. Now it's 11-15 with White Bear having the advantage.
Yeah, no doubt about it. The Bears have come out guns a-blazing here in the period.
Lindbergh's really frustrated, slapped his stick on the ice after that with that stoppage. But maybe he was mad because of the penalty, but I don't know. He should be pretty happy now.
So Billy Rose will take a seat in the sin bin for White Bear Lake. So a chance for the Ponies to get back at it. And now they will go on the power play with one of White Bear Lake's top goal scorers in the penalty box.
That's exactly what they needed right now.
Draws control up to Joe Manning. Down low. Looking to set things up. Blaine catch. Now they'll trade spots. Tussey. Tussey a shot. And Steffens did not allow the second chance.
It's a good idea. You've got a pony on the left and a pony on the right.
1:40 left on the power play for Stillwater.
That was a really nicely executed play.
Draw control by the Ponies up to Manning. Manning, one-time shot. That one got redirected, but Steffens saw it.
Yeah, I don't think he had a clean shot on that anyway.
Yep. 1:33 left in the power play for Stillwater.
And you might have to try to speed that pass and shot up if you want to get past. If you want to get past number 30.
Ponies control the draw, but comes back out to the neutral zone for Manning. Manning to Tussey. Here comes Noah. Across the line. Here's Tussey. Over to Tecito in the corner. Up top to Manning. Tussey, great passing. Didn't get all of it on the shot, and it went wide.
Dario is right there.
Another chance for the Ponies. That one's whacked to the corner. Here's Tussey. Back to Noah. There's a shot, looking for that redirect. We're going to have Keegan O'Brien trying to get a piece of it.
Yeah, I think that shot was a little high to redirect it, but
you got to be careful not to get called for a high stick there.
Correct.
47 seconds left in the man advantage for Stillwater.
But if your strategy is redirect if it goes low or try to hit the top shelf if it's high, that's not a bad idea.
White Bear Lake will win the face-off. And they ring it around the boards, and it goes to the other end.
So Bees better watch it. Got 2 Bears hanging out in his backyard.
Yeah, solid shorthanded chance there for the Bears. Ponies gain the line. Across the blue line. Joe Stengel in the corner there. Center. Didn't get through. There's a one-time score! Power play goal, and we're all tied.
Murr puts him on the board again. Just sat up top with the goalie moving and all that movement. He's able to shoot that one through.
Big drive from the top, and we're all tied at 2. Big time shot from the top. Evan Murr ties this one up at 2. Back and forth we go at the St. Croix Valley Rec Center. White Bear Lake picks it up, have a chance, slides across the blue paint.
First 1-4 wins, right?
Yep. There's a shot on net, whistles wide. Puck on the far side, Tessie is right to the center. There's a shot, Bees, he'll freeze it on the second chance.
Now we're back to even. Shots on goal 15-16, score 2-2.
What a great even game we have had here this evening. And it has definitely been a fun one.
Yeah, we definitely have 2 beautiful teams playing with beautiful jerseys on. I love those red and white jerseys by Stillwater, and those black and orange White Bear jerseys are pretty nice too.
2-on-2 battle is won by Stengel. The puck comes up to Mike Sweetland. Sweetland feeds it ahead. Across the line. Ring it around the boards. Manning will cut it off net. Scooted past the blue line.
Yeah, it was going too fast.
Yep. Under 8 to go.
But the passing on that break was something that I've seen Stillwater do but not see White Bear do, so that could be the difference.
White Bear Lake trying to push it back out. Stillwater trying to keep it in. This is Joe Montgomery for the Bears. And the Bears will just throw it in deep. This is for Kirky. And others will get off for a line change. Boy, as soon as we thought White Bear Lake took the advantage, the Ponies have grabbed it right back.
That power play was key.
There's a shot. Great rebound chance. Backhand right in the crease. But it's knocked out.
Oh, he paid for that. That was a great slow-mo opportunity there. You just saw the puck trickling, and can anyone get to it? The goalie's trying to get to it. Stillwater's trying to get to it. White Bear's trying to stop Stillwater from getting to it.
Another.
And the Stillwater fans are on the edge of their seats, constantly cheering and seeing those opportunities get so close for the Ponies.
And here come the Bears out of the zone. Trying to get around. Shot back out to center.
See, if you ask me who has an edge, Ted, we don't see a lot of those kind of plays happening against Stillwater. White Bear doesn't have those, whoa moments happening where Stillwater does repeatedly. That, to me, shows me that Stillwater's playing a better game.
Across the line. Swung back around. Here come the Ponies. Murr again puts on the brakes.
I like that.
Comes it back into the corner. Good pass across. Good opportunity here for the Ponies. Nice hit. Puck lifted out. Up at center, Cam Benson will feed it up. Here's Gunnar Ahrens. Ahrens kept his stick on it.
Trying to thread the needle there.
Comes back to the corner. Good hit along the wall as the Bears lose control of it. Now 2-on-1 for White Bear Lake. Saved by Bees.
Top left shoulder. I think that might have hit the logo of the jersey manufacturer.
Great 2-on-1 chance for White Bear Lake to once again take this lead. But nothing quite doing right there.
Good opportunity. White Bear just showing you how quickly, even though they're being dominated, they get a small break. They're almost able to put it past the shoulder of Bees.
Ponies have it in the corner. There's a slap shot, excuse me. Went wide. Comes back to center. Flop back to Tommy Lindenberg. Pass in the center. Here's Noah Tussey. Tussey, a pass a little bit too airborne for Manning. He keeps it in the zone, though. There's a shot. Oh, man. Tussey was crashing that backside post.
Yeah, I don't think earlier that Tussey saw Roski on his left. Otherwise, he might have tried to get it to him. Bees just paddles that away.
Shot back in. Picked up by New Power up there. Chance for the Bears in the slot, but Ponies had it covered.
Say bouncing pucks are dangerous.
Here comes Stengel. Stengel
Offside.
across the line and an offside call with 4:02 left in the second.
Yeah, Lindbergh had just gotten ahead. That temporary lack of forward movement caused the offside.
Face-off is going to be controlled here by White Bear Lake. Now the Ponies have it. Stengel off. Oh, centering pass just behind Sweetland. Stengel in the corner, looking to set it up. It went a little bit too far. Race, battle for the puck. A lot of contact there from 28 and Anderson of White Bear Lake, but we play on.
Murky pretty fast, making him work hard for it.
Here comes Murr across the line. Murr, center, Sweetland. It's the second time Mike Sweetland has been down there in scoring position.
You see that, opportunity there. To me, that's what's exciting. It's maybe the execution is slightly off, but you can see that the players know the ideas. They know where to put it. They know where to be.
Here's Dario. Smack right behind the cage. That's a little bit too strong here at center. It was just thrown in deep. We are potentially setting up for a fun and interesting third period.
Ooh.
Shot went wide. We still got about 2 minutes and change here left in the period.
Justin had to drop down. He was going to hit in the head by a puck.
Here comes Henry Lawrence back the other way. Cut off by Tyler Shower. And it's shot back out of the zone with 2 minutes. The Bears trying to go forward to Cito. Check into the boards. A couple of 35s down there. Tocito and Nicky O'Brien of White Bear Lake. Up top to Benson. Redirect scores! Ponies take a 3-2 lead.
Tussey gets on the board with the redirect.
Noah Tussey. His 18th of the year. And Stillwater takes a 3-2 lead.
Takes the lead on the team. Passing Mr. Stengel. Boom.
Pretty good. Tussey with the beautiful redirect.
I mean, basically you're giving an assist there, right? You're not really shooting it on goal. You're shooting it to your teammate who's going to put it in.
Tocito going to get credit for the assist. Ponies try to add another. Cleared back out to Murr. Now Manning. Back to Murr.
That setup is what I was talking about earlier. I haven't seen White Bear do that same thing.
There's Murr trying to skate it in. Around. Stengel giving chase. Brady O'Brien over there for White Bear Lake. Under a minute left in the second. Great chance for Stillwater. Steffens the save.
I mean, you don't put your leading goal scorer in front of the goalie as a screen, right? He's up there to redirect it and score, and his teammate knows that. To me, that's the difference between Stillwater and White Bear tonight, is I don't see White Bear setting those plays up, but I see Stillwater being strategic. I'm going to put one of my players on this side. I'm going to shoot it. If there's a redirect, he's got a chance. I haven't seen White Bear do that. They've been more direct in their attack.
The draw controlled here by the Bears. As White Bear Lake move it ahead. Ponies take possession. Now the Bears get it back in an offside call against Leighton Road. Big goal there for Noah Tussey, putting the Ponies in front 3-2. And you know, a big time and exciting third period is right around the corner.
Is there another notch to dial it up to?
Yeah, well, we're about to find out. Let's see if the Bears can maybe add one here in the final 20 seconds. Taken away, shot, saved by Bees, rebound chance. Try to shoot it down to the corner towards Shower. 5 seconds to go. And this scrum is going to bring this period to an end. Ponies 3, Bears 2, after 2.
4 goals in the second. How many will we see in the third? Stay tuned.
We're about to find out right after this on VAC TV.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Fancy pants peanut butter? A big screen television? You haven't even brought a sofa yet. A motorcycle? When your father finds out, he's gonna flip his shoes with 2 buckles? What do you even need 2 buckles for? Mr. Big Shot, buying whiskey shots for everybody in the bar. From the looks of it, I'd say nobody even remembers. Feed the pig.
It's pretty cool.
Mr. Dennis McDonough.
Two more times. Come on. It's gonna collect in some kind of a basin up here.
It is just an unbelievable experience and advantage that we're giving to kids.
Back in the St. Croix Valley Rec Center, Ponies lead 3-2 after 2 periods here on VAC TV. Ted LaBrue alongside Don Ackerman. Well, Don, here we are. Ponies with a 1-goal lead heading into the third, and you know there's going to be a lot of hitting. There's going to be a lot of shots. Goaltender's got to buckle up in the crease. There's going to be a lot of action coming up.
I'm excited. That was a lot of fun. We're back to 19 shots apiece, right?
Yep.
We've got Stillwater up, then White Bears up, then it's tied. I mean, awesome.
Oh my gosh! This game has been great. But the thing about this game, I'm going to compare it to maybe the Hill Murray game or other games. There's been lulls where it kind of goes back and forth.
Yes.
The defenses kind of step up. Then you see 2 quick goals on the power plays for both teams, like you saw there early in the period. Now with the Ponies with a 1-goal lead right now, I think if you can get a 2-goal lead, I think you got to be feeling pretty good.
Yes.
But they just haven't been able to do that right now. What do the Ponies have to do coming out in the period to be able to maybe get that 2-goal advantage?
You were reading my mind earlier when you talked about power play, because we've seen the game shift twice on the power play, once for each side. So you cannot collect that. You cannot kill that power play. You're seeing that the other team's going to score. So you got to make sure you limit that. To me, that's the key. I think if the fact that when Stillwater was reeling a little bit, they get a power play, they tie the game, then they take the lead. The opposite happened to them before. So don't take that penalty, and I think that's going to give you the huge advantage and maybe the win.
And but the thing is, even if Stillwater takes an early 2-goal lead, we know this White Bear Lake offense can put goals on the board, and they can respond quickly. So also keep that in the back of your heads. What do the Bears have to do to kind of try to stay in it? Because coming out right there in the second period, they got 2 quick goals. So we know they can make adjustments. Well, what adjustments do you think they're making right now in the locker room?
That's a good question. I think they want to get that power play again.
Yep.
Their one goal was really nice. I think they just kind of deceptively took one past Speeds. The second one was a power play goal. So I think that, they're not really cycling like I think they probably could. I think if they do that, that could be the difference. But right now I'm seeing Stillwater create more opportunities, being more strategic in my mind versus straight-on shots. And Bees is going to be tough to beat on those straight-on shots.
I know. You got to get them moving left to right. And we talked about it in previous games. That's exactly what you have to do to be able to beat goaltenders. We know Stevens is a good goaltender. I'm a little bit surprised. I think they've done as well. We coming into this game, Stevens 4 shutouts on the season, one of the best goaltenders statistically in the state. They've done a pretty good job against him, had a pretty good game plan coming in.
Yeah, Stillwater's not a team that usually gets shut out, so you're not expecting to see that. But I agree with you; they have been able to take advantage of Steffens by really with that redirect. Basically you put your leading goal scorer down in front and say, you know what, I'm going to shoot it toward you. You find the spot. You find the 5-hole. You find the 1, 2, 3, 4. You figure out where you're going to get a goal and go get it.
Well, this has been a fun game so far. Buckle in. The third period is going to be even more fun. Now we
might even get overtime.
We might even get free hockey here tonight. So let's talk about what's coming up here on VAC TV. Obviously tonight, Stillwater White Bear Lake boys hockey. This Friday night, Stillwater White Bear Lake girls basketball. We finally get to see Mike Peden again.
Let's get some hoops on the TV screen.
Exactly. It's been a while since we've seen you, Mike. December 13th. But who's counting?
We know Mike's been watching some basketball.
Exactly. So he's been covering games all across the metro area. Even made a trip to Becker to cover the Lady Bulldogs there.
He's probably the best basketball follower there is. He's all over it.
If there's a game, he will be there. We've got the third period right around the corner here on VAC TV.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Fancy pants peanut butter? A big screen television? You haven't even brought a sofa yet. A motorcycle? When your father finds out, he's gonna flip his shoes with 2 buckles? What do you even need 2 buckles for? Mr. Big Shot, buying whiskey shots for everybody in the bar. From the looks of it, I'd say nobody even remembers. Feed the pig.
Dennis McDonough.
2 more times. Come on. It's gonna collect in some kind of a basin up here.
It is just an unbelievable experience and advantage that we're giving to kids.
Head coach Greg Zanin in his first year as Ponies head coach. That's not too bad of a start to your high school coaching career. 14-5-1 to start things off, and we'll see if he can get it done here tonight.
Yeah, I think the key is you want to set yourself up for a good run at the end of the year and to the state tournament. So if you can set your team up for that. But either way, like you said, great year, great first year.
Obviously, Greg Zanin, former NHL defenseman for the likes of Minnesota, Boston, and others. So, Stillwater and White Bear Lake, 1 period to go, maybe more, as you said.
If you heard that first bang coming right out of the chute, you know that this game is on.
Oh, Logan Bees tipped it away and the net came loose.
Leighton Road looking to get in there and put the puck in. Probably trying to wedge his stick between the goalie and the post. Great room for a little black piece of rubber to get through.
That's the goal.
That pun.
I didn't even catch it when I said it. That is the definition of no pun intended.
Sorry, what happened?
Textbook definition. Ponies have it back in their own zone. There's Stillwater looking to carry this one out. And a nice. You're very curious. I mean, you see 16:22 left on the clock. I'd be very curious where we're at the 10-minute mark. That will tell a lot, I think, how the rest of this game is going to go.
So give us a prediction, Ted. Plus people online. Throw in your comments now.
I'm calling the game. I'm supposed to be impartial, even though everybody knows I'm not. But
I was going to say.
This is Stillwater Pony Sports.
I've never thought you were impartial.
Yeah, well.
You love hockey.
I bleed red and black. As do a lot of people here in this area. This one shot in behind.
Ooh.
DeCito shoots it back out to center. And just foot back in the other way.
Great defensive play by Benson, by the way. I think the wraparound was open.
Here's Dustin. Dustin feeds it to the middle of the rink. Now to the other side. DeCito gains a line. There's a shot. Went wide. Picked up by Roski in the corner. Ryan Roski, nice hit. Finished the check by Fratelloni.
He was looking to spin and find a teammate.
Here comes Tussey. Tussey picks it up, and it was touched for an offside.
So the real question is who's going to score, because our leading goal scorers have kept their paces going. Rode and Tussey have scored, so they're done.
Yep.
No reason for them to score anymore. They've already got their goal for the night. They check the box.
Who's going to be the hero? Who's going to be the unsung hero that nobody's talking about that's going to step up and win the game for their respective squad?
I mean, you got to give a lot of credit to Cito for that beautiful assist on the leading scorer.
I mean, that's the beauty about hockey. In last year's AA state championship game, I believe it was a third-line senior for Edina that scored the game-winning goal to win them the state title. Beauty of hockey, anybody can do it. Across the line. Ponies pick it up in the corner. Shot back into the corner, Stengel. Now here come the Bears. Wrist shot. Oh, that one got deflected and went high at the crossbar.
Johnson was looking for that the whole time.
Here's Verkerke in behind the net. Defended well by the Ponies. Stengel. Shot back. And the Bears will set something up in their own zone. Here comes Verkerke across the line. Verkerke, nice block by Joe Manning, getting down and making the play. Feeds it up to the top. There's a wrist shot. Logan Bees couldn't corral it. Rebound. Hofeld a shot. Still loose. Bees another save.
He was looking around trying to figure out where it was.
Here's Montgomery. Shot blocked. Hofeld turns and fires. Nice save. Bees.
Yeah, you're not going to catch him unawares, that's for sure.
That sequence was all about Logan Bees making a play.
Yeah, took 3 shots on goal there.
Yeah.
But none of them really great shots. I mean, he kind of saw the one coming. He just couldn't corral the rebound.
And that's the thing about White Bear Lake here tonight. They haven't had, I mean, they've had some pretty good shots, but their great opportunities have been a dime a dozen here tonight. When they happen, when it's like that, when they happen, you got to convert them.
Yeah, I'm sure Bees had a frantic moment there trying to find that puck. But that's not really a play, per se.
Yep, here comes Murr across the line. Pass a little bit too out in front of Nick Dario, and it'll be an ice.
Yeah, if Dario could have caught up to that, he might have a chance.
Eye on Tyler Steffens. 4 shutouts this season, 1.58 GAA, 94% save percentage.
That's pretty good.
14-3-1 record.
That's also pretty good.
And as we know, goaltending can take you a long way in playoff hockey, no matter what level you're playing at. Here comes Roski across the line. Feeds it off for Tussey. Tussey's got it, center. Yeah, it was cut off by New Power.
Roski was drifting out front, hoping.
There's New Power in behind. Solid forecheck. There's a shot. Tussey scores! Ty Tussito! Ponies 4, Bears 2.
I guess I'd check the MVP box as of right now for him. I'd give it to Tussito.
An assist and now a goal for Ty Tussito. 7th goal of the year for Ty. Another look.
Wow. Steffens shaking his head.
And now a 2-goal lead for the Stillwater Ponies.
The best lead in hockey, right?
Well, sometimes.
Total sarcasm.
I know. Comes back out to center, and let's see if the Ponies can build on it. Ooh, here's Verkerke. Good defense there by Cam Benson. Getting down and preventing the centering pass. We're going to get a whistle and a penalty. Cross-check penalty is the signal on Stillwater.
Oh, Benson goes from like the turnover to great defense after the turnover to a penalty. So he's rolled the roller coaster right there. 1 up, 1 down.
Last time White Bear Lake was on the power play, they got a goal out of it. Now down 2. They're going to have another shot with 12:31 to go. Off the draw, Bears control it. Let's see, they'll set up this power play. We'll give and go. Back up to the top. Slowly but surely drifted in. Cross ice pass. Went under the stick of Grant Hofeld. Hofeld now down low. Looking for the center. Looking to go high, and it went too high. Picked up here by the Bears.
Looks to me like the Bears are trying to move it side to side more on this power play than we've seen before.
And they want to get Logan Bees moving.
I think they got the memo.
Bears keep it in. Leighton Road. Now Hofeld. Hofeld a shot. Great rebound chance. Kick save by Bees.
He's had his pads out and his hand ready.
Yep. Here's Billy Rose. One-timer, easy save. Here's Road. Feeds it up top. Back to Road. Down low. Great passing.
Great pass.
Except for that last pass. Went behind Hofeld.
Murr was without a stick for a second.
And it's cleared. And that was a great chance for White Bear Lake. Now here comes Joe Montgomery to Road. At the circle, Leighton Road defended by Stengel. Up top to Luke Ailes. Ailes back to Leighton Road. Leighton Road scores! Power play goal for White Bear Lake, and it's a one-goal game. Sam Newpower leading the line for the Bears. With 10:48 to play, a lot of time left. Here he comes across the line, checking to the boards, a lot of hitting. Back-to-back hits down in that corner, and a 4-3 game. Here comes Ahrens. Ahrens centering pass went behind him.
Oh, somebody on the ground that got penalty.
Sam Newpower, credit for that last goal.
That's what I've got.
And now it's going to be a slashing penalty on Henry Lawrence of Stillwater, making his second trip to the penalty box tonight.
That is not what Stillwater needs right now.
Back-to-back penalties taken. White Bear Lake, one man up. Up to the top. Leighton Road gets it down low. Back to Road, give and go, clean catch. Up to the top, over to Road. Road, there's a shot, went wide. Ailes will pick it up.
I think earlier Ailes takes that shot, but now they're being smarter about their passing.
Yep. Feeds it up to the top. Ailes the Road. Leighton Road gets it down low. To Billy Rose at the circle. There's a shot, went high.
Looking for the peanut butter. Aiming for that top shelf.
Here comes Hofeld. Laid in deep. Here's Road. At the circle. Ailes. There's the Rashad on net. Rebound is knocked out of there by the Ponies.
See that patience? That's what's different in this period.
And Roski. Pass in the center. Oh, right in front. Great chance. Woo! Ronnie Donar had a great shot at
it. He's scrappy.
.41 seconds left in the power play for the Bears. There's a shot, knocked aside by Steffen. In behind the net. Bears shoot it back. 15 seconds left on the White Bear Lake power play. They scored on their last 2 power plays. B's out of his net. As they'll whack that one up, he gets back into the crease. And we're back to 5-a-side. Stillwater kills off the penalty, but a great chance upcoming for the Bears. Feeds it up, Henry Lawrence just shoots it in deep.
Yeah, and that's really to facilitate a line change.
4-3 lead for the Ponies.
New herd on the ice. All 5 changed out. Man, those orange and black jerseys sure are pretty.
Road in the circle. The draw is won by Tussey and the Ponies. And it's just rung all the way down the rink. Under 8 minutes to go.
No icing called.
Shot back to the other side. Cut off. There's a shot on that. A lot of traffic in front. Here's Ty Tacito. Tacito had it taken away. Billy Rose had it briefly for White Bear Lake. And now the Ponies will set something up in their own zone.
And that icing not being called earlier caused dismay by the White Bear coach. But it turns into an opportunity for Stillwater to keep the puck in and stay on the attack.
Yep. Bears have it on the far side here. We approach 7 minutes left. Here's Leighton Road. There's a shot went wide. Billy Rose will chase it down. Rose. Oh, nice pass.
Yes.
Off the wall. Here's Sweetland trying to go high. A little too high.
Top right, that's where he was looking to go.
Comes out to Manning. Donar across the line. Ronnie deep into the zone, and he gave it away.
Passed it back to his teammate who wasn't there.
Under 7 to play.
But an unselfish play, which I like.
Here comes New Power across the line. Feeds it ahead to Merkey. Merkey, a shot blockered away by Bees.
It's a good idea.
Bears keep it in. There's a shot, another blocker save by Logan. At the circle to New Power. Scores!
That one in the top right corner of the goal.
Sam New Power, and it's 4-4, his second of the game.
New Power putting in his bid for MVP of the game.
2 in a row for the orange and black. 6:23 left in the third period.
So you wanted to know where we'd be at 10 minutes in? We just had another comeback. Woo.
Great shot there by New Power. And the celebration.
Oh.
Lawrence in the neutral zone. Well, the Bears clearly have the momentum. Ponies looking to take it back. Rebound!
There it is.
5-4 Ponies!
23 seconds later. Clearly 4 goals is not going to be enough tonight. We still have 6 minutes left and it's 5-4.
Wow.
Dario gets on the board.
And the Bears will carry it out. Across the line. Ponies with a 1-goal lead. We'll try to get the scoreboard updated here momentarily. And a whistle. 5:28 left, third period.
5 goals for the Ponies.
Here comes Stillwater across the line.
Ooh, nice play.
Donar trying to get around. And he couldn't do so. Popped up into the air. We got our 5 back. Stillwater is saying, don't shortchange me, score graphic.
That's right.
I got 5.
If you can't put 5 up there, we'll make it 6.
Sweetland trying to shoot it back.
Ooh. There's some hitting going on. Oh, 3 unofficial referees in black coats all signaled that, but no one in a striped shirt. Agreed.
4.5 to play.
I love to watch all the coaches raise their one arm.
I know.
I don't think it gave the referees or the umpires any pause. They just looked at them. Or probably didn't even look at them. They got a game to watch.
Well, it's going to be an icing call, and it'll give an offensive zone faceoff to the Bears.
Shots on goal still 24-28, where they were after that 4th goal scored by White Bear.
.4:11 left in the third. As the draw just flips back to the corner. Ringing around, puck popped in the air towards Billy Rose. And a whistle. And it will come back here to the Stillwater zone. Might have been a hand pass or some sort of violation here on the Ponies.
Yeah.
4:01 left. Third period. Call your friends, tell them, hey, we got ourselves a heck of a hockey game. You're on VAC TV, and it's cleared back out to center. Trying to work it ahead. Picked up by Leighton Road. Hofeld, cross dump. Sees his teammate crash into that corner. In behind the cage. Comes back out to center. Dumped in by Ailes. 3.5 to play.
Oh boy.
Oh, Leighton Road almost got that puck on the turnover.
Yeah, he was so close to getting that. It made me nervous. Had to make the Stillwater Ponies nervous.
Ponies 5-4. At center, here's Road. Taken by the Ponies, now shot back in deep.
So Ted, is there a certain time when you'd pull your goalie in this opportunity, in this chance?
Yeah,
when would you do it?
Maybe right at around the 2-minute mark, you might start looking at it. 2-on-1.
Nice pass.
Pass out. Wide.
That unselfishness, though, is amazing.
Donar. Had it poked away. Here's Ethan Merkey taken away by Stengel.
Because you know every single pony wants to take that shot,
yep.
But these ponies actually want to help each other out, and you see an assist there.
Steffens still in his crease with 2:25 to play. Murr. Shot high and wide.
Unofficial pre-scoring going on in front of us. I heard a big yes.
Ponies will lift it out here to Dario. Leighton Road, you gotta start thinking.
And with the pressure the Ponies are putting on, there's nowhere for Steffens to go.
Could be this rush.
He doesn't even look like he's heading that way.
No, they might trust their 5-on-5 game here. Fed ahead, minute 45 to go. There's Dario on the far side, pinned up along the wall by Montgomery.
That's fine by the Ponies.
Yep. Flipped ahead. The Ponies want to keep that puck in the offensive zone. Great hustle by Tecito. to win that race against Montgomery. Tecito, he's got a goal in this one. Tecito, here's Roski in behind the net. About a minute to go. Road across the line.
Net's open.
Net's open. 6-on-5 advantage for the Bears. Here's Tussey. Tussey. Game over. Noah Tussey. 6-4 Stillwater.
Okay, is that enough for Tussey to pass Tecito as your MVP for tonight's game?
I'll let you decide that one.
Man, you normally don't. I mean, nowadays we don't give it to the losing team, but New Power was a force tonight. To get that puck. He fought for that puck, and then once he had that little bit of a crease, he basically told the Stillwater Ponies, you guys can leave now. He told the White Bear fans, you can go home too. I know there's 53 seconds left, but this thing's over.
And a timeout. And a 2-goal lead. Oh, this was fun tonight. Now,
thank you. That was fun. Let's do it again. Can we come back to 15 to another hockey game?
I suppose.
Okay, good.
Now with 53 seconds left, you know, in theory, this game not over yet. But
don't tell everybody leaving.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
It's too bad. Another quarter in the meter, and they could have stayed for the whole thing.
I know.
Unbelievable.
I know.
There's an app for that.
Believe it or not. Yeah.
Actually, there is. It is. The parking outside is tough, but it's definitely available.
Yep.
Yeah, the stands are vacating quickly.
Yep.
We're not going to get that 6th goal.
53 seconds left, and
what a good battle back and forth though tonight.
Great battle. Great battle. And
I mean, Stillwater took that unbelievable lead very early. No other scoring in the first.
Yep.
Then in the second, you know, it just starts happening. You think, wow, can we have more than 4 goals in a period? And the answer is yes, we can have 5 in the third.
You can have as many as you want.
We can just keep scoring. Might get a 6th.
Face off here controlled by the Bears, and it's just shot in deep. And Billy Rose back there.
I don't know. The Ponies can get it. They can put the puck in the picnic basket in the back. Take one away from those Bears.
Remember, Stillwater came so close to beating them at the Madness Sports Center earlier this season. But this is going to be, I mean, they've played great. Aside from that last minute and a half on the road, they've probably outplayed White Bear in the 2 games that they've faced off against them this year. And should they meet up in a section, either semifinal or final,
tune in.
Yeah.
Don't miss that.
Yeah. Out to the other end. This will be the icing on the cake. Keegan O'Brien makes it 7-4. And now that'll do it.
Those who stuck around because they heard Ted say this isn't over, you've given the Ted pass to go. Steffens has to sit out the rest of these 16 seconds in the net.
Now, of course, he did not allow those last 2 empty net goals.
5's a lot, though.
But considering his statistics coming into this game, that is an impressive offensive showing for the Stillwater team.
Nope, Stillwater's going to take a penalty to make it interesting. Number 10 sitting in the box. Benson's going to hang out for 10 seconds. Barely
controlled by the Bears.
Barely enough time to think about what he's done.
One of the shortest penalties he'll serve all year. That'll do it. Ponies win 7-4 here tonight.
I did not expect 11 goals tonight. Did you?
We expect the unexpected in these great section battles. We'll be back to wrap it up right after this on VAC TV.
The program did.
It's pretty cool.
Mr. Dennis McDonough.
Two more times. Come on.
Ponies head home happy here tonight. Ted LeBrew and Don Ackerman with you one final
That
time.
was fun. That was fun.
It was all right.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was all right.
Yeah, 11 goals. Just another day.
Right. So, Stillwater, and this was a game where, you said it best, I don't think anybody expected that this was a game where they'd score 11 combined goals, but that's exactly what happened. If you're Stillwater, you got to take this game and you got to use this as to see what you can do.
Absolutely.
And they can really build a lot of confidence off of a win like this.
And if you're White Bear, you look at that late power play when they were using the movement.
Yeah.
Where was that the whole game?
Yeah.
To me, that was missing from their side. I think if they can do that the whole game, that whole different dynamic.
Well, we'll see how things progress.
Win
after
sectionals?
this.
Let's go watch that. I'm ready.
But Stillwater with a 7-4 big win for White Bear Lake here tonight. That's going to mess everything up here in Section 4 AA.
Big win by Stillwater now.
White Bear losing, and then obviously Stillwater winning. We'll see what Hill Murray does the rest of the way. It's going to be interesting to see how these top three end up being seeded. So that'll wrap things up for everyone on our crew. Camera operators Jordan Simpkins and Steven Adams. Our director Brett Christensen. Technical director Anders Engstrom. I'm Ted LeBrew. He's Don Ackerman. We'll see you on Friday night for girls basketball between these same two schools, Stillwater and White Bear Lake.
The preceding broadcast of Stillwater Pony Sports on VAC TV has been supported by Joseph's Restaurant. Thank you for watching VAC TV Sports.